what happens. I think we did like a 30-minute reading and it only took 35 seconds. I'm like, oh, I think I know what the problem was, but we're back. Hopefully you can join me live. All right, so we're doing shadow work. All right, we're gonna think about an intention, whatever it is you're wanting to manifest. What we are tapping into is anything blocking that intention from manifesting, okay? So you got your intention in mind. Let's get two more. All right, that's enough. Hey guys, we're doing shadow work. Okay, so before we get this reading started, there is a process that helps to dissolve the shadow, dissolves triggers, all that good stuff. You can find the process in the description box, and it's called Releasing the Wants, okay? So let's find out. We got Wanderer here, okay? Wanderer. So this says openly flirts with others in front of significant others, touchy-feely, pretends to be single, leads others on, attention-seeking. So there might be, some of you might be, your shadow is wanting or seeking validation. Okay, we also have cold shoulder, says ignores when in public, acts single and detached from relationship, no public displays of affection, acts as friends. So depending on what part of the spectrum you're on in terms of your shadow, you could either be the person that might be the cold and detached one, or you could be feeling that energy coming from others, okay? It's funny though that we got single coming up twice. And so this shadow work might be for those of you who are unattached, uncoupled, I should say. You're uncoupled and you want to be, okay? For those of you that are single and you're wanting to be in some kind of a, like a tight knit bond. I'm also picking up energies of people that may be like in situationships or friends with benefits, or maybe in a loosely connected kind of a romantic situation, but it's not developing any further than that, okay? The last card here, it says pity party. And this is saying, does not feel bad for others if they are going through personal emotional issues, dismisses other people's pain. So again, there's a cold energy that's coming. I don't know if it's yours or if this is like energy you're getting from other people, okay? But either which way, the shadow work is that we're going to be tapping into today is going to be helping with that, okay? So for those of you where you're single, you want to be in some kind of a, tight-knit committed relationship. You could be avoidant, you could be anxious when it comes to attachment styles. It doesn't really matter, because like abandonment wounds and stuff like that can present themselves in many different ways. And maybe you're wanting to draw near to somebody or have someone draw near to you, but there feels like there's some kind of a barrier up, and either that barrier you feel is coming from you, or you feel like that, and the barrier that I'm sensing is coldness, a sense of detachment, right? And either that can be coming from you, that's the energy you're given towards other people, or that could be the energy that you feel like you're experiencing, okay? All right, so let's see. With no pity party, there's a sense of not feeling like either compassion towards other people, or you're feeling like people just aren't feeling any compassion towards you. I'm also getting not feeling understood or not being understanding. Let's find out what's the shadow work here. What's the shadow work for my viewers? Wordsmith, be very careful about the words that you are speaking and the inner dialogue that is going on within you, okay? So for those of you where you are single and you're wanting to be coupled up, be very careful about the words that you are speaking. Also be very careful about your focus and your attention and where it's going and the words that are coming out of your mouth. So this says words are spells, use the words wisely. Pay extra special attention to how you're wording things. And my throat just closed up. Some of you may have a hard time expressing your wants and your desires, your needs, okay? Making your needs known. But this says pay extra special attention to how you are wording things. Something about your wording is causing you to have a difficult experience. So an example says, instead of saying, let's see how long it takes me to make $1,000, say, let's see how fast I can make $1,000. So it's a thing of reframing, okay? Pay very close attention to the way you are saying things. Let's see, let's get some more. For those of you where you might be waiting for or hoping for communication from somebody, there's a message coming in to stop reaffirming the fact that they're not calling, okay? Or the fact that you haven't been hearing from them. You guys have to remember, if you're into manifestation, you get what you focus on, right? You're getting what you focus on. And so if you're constantly affirming and focusing on the fact that someone's not calling, they're not investing, they're not being compassionate or understanding or anything like that, you're just going to continue to create more of those same experiences, okay? Whoever has the cold shoulder or the cold energy, just be very careful about affirming that, okay? You can change the template of someone, especially yourself, right? But if you are in a relationship with someone or you're wanting a certain dynamic to manifest, you have to be careful about how you are describing that person, all right? Especially to yourself. And you can start to affirm the opposite. You okay over there?
Yeah, I know you take your brain off.
Ooh, rejection just came out. Okay, yeah. This is not feeling chosen, feeling like you've been passed over or unwanted. And this is, can you welcome and let go of feeling rejected again? We're going into the actual shadow work here. And so if you are not familiar with the process of doing shadow work, it's all about coming into the present moment and getting very comfortable and feeling uncomfortable, okay? Check the description box. There's a video called Releasing the Wands, and that's the actual process of doing this. Otherwise, some of these are not gonna make sense to you. Like, why would I welcome feeling rejected, right? That's part of allowing yourself to process out the feeling of feeling rejected, feeling unwanted, feeling whatever the case may be. Feeling misunderstood, feeling like you haven't been chosen, feeling like you're not being made a priority. There's an experience that your nervous system your shadow continues to manufacture because of the energies that it's been programmed with, right? And the thing that people don't understand about nervous systems, in your shadow, is that that energy is there because it believes it's keeping you safe. And the way that you clear out that energy is by way of actually allowing yourself to sit in it, okay? Allowing yourself to feel it. And it can be, I get it, if you're feeling rejected, if you're feeling misunderstood, if you're feeling like, you've been passed over or whatever the case may be, that, what do they call that? The instinct is to run away, right? The instinct is to do anything that you can, right? And this is where like addictions come in, coping mechanisms, scrolling through social media, any kind of a distraction to try not to feel that way. Part of shadow work is eliminating all distractions and all addictions and coping mechanisms so that you can allow what is being suppressed to actually come up and be dealt with and felt and faced, okay? So again, the question that you would ask yourself is, can you welcome in this moment, right? Can you welcome feeling rejected? Feeling whatever you feel when you're thinking about the fact that you haven't been chosen, feeling passed over, feeling unwanted. For some of you, it may be like you feel like you are invisible. You're not being seen. That could be quite literally, right? Can you welcome and let go of feeling rejected? Okay, so we can go deeper in that. By releasing on wanting to feel chosen. Because remember, where your focus is that's what you're continuing to manufacture. And so if your focus is coming from a space of, I want to feel chosen because I'm always feeling rejected, that's what you're continuing to create more of, more experiences that leave you feeling rejected, okay? Release on wanting to feel chosen, wanting to feel significant, wanting approval, wanting validation, wanting acceptance. That's more shadow work. We're going to get one more card. Scarcity. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I can see that. So this one says believing that your options or your abilities are limited, feeling like you're second rate or, maybe some options. Oh, I get it. It says believing that the options or abilities are limited or feeling that the options or abilities are second rate or non-existent. Okay, so for an example, this would be something like if you are trying to date or you are trying to, a scarcity mindset or a shadow that's built up in scarcity is going to have you hyper focusing on maybe the wrong kinds of partners. A scarcity mindset can keep you attached to somebody that isn't necessarily good for you, right? Because, there's a deeper thing that says there's no better options available to me for whatever reason. And a lot of you, it's the reason or what's underpinning the scarcity is not feeling good enough, right? Not feeling like you're a priority. And so it's almost like I'll just take what's available. Okay. So this says, are you staying in a place you don't belong due to having a scarcity mindset? Release wanting control, wanting comfort, wanting safety, wanting security. So releasing through scarcity in the shadow is whatever is kicked up in your subconscious or in your nervous system when you think about leaving a certain situation. Some of you might be in some kind of a comfort zone in a connection, or even for those of you where you're single and there's no situationships or anything like that, but you are wanting to manifest in like a spouse or a relationship, or you just you want to be coupled up. I feel like there's some elements here of definitely scarcity, but I feel like there's almost a paralysis, like not moving forward, not allowing yourself to move forward because your shadow is psyching you out. Your nervous system is psyching you out. It's like there's, why would I budge from this spot when there's not going to be any options available for me, or the options that I want are not going to be available, right? So definitely that's the shadow work to work through with that for scarcity. Release through wanting control, wanting comfort, wanting safety, wanting security. Okay, you guys. All right, now that we've done the shadow work part of it, what we're going to do now. So after you guys have taken some time to really process through some of those things, cleared out and dissolved some of those more difficult energies, you want to make sure that you are also spending time to call in and evoke energies that you want to produce more of, right? We don't want to leave spaces empty. We want to fill them back up with good things, okay? So let's get you guys some affirmations. Let's get two more. So I got aquamarine coming out. Ooh, there's two. Okay. We got septarian and aquamarine. All right, so aquamarine says, I am strong, I am fearless, I stand up for my throat keeps closing up. Okay, some of you are having a very difficult time standing up for yourself. Not just standing up for yourself, it feels more like you're having a hard time really voicing what it is you want, what it is you need, right? Staying quiet because you don't want to ruffle any feathers, you don't want to rock the boat and stuff like that, okay? So a great stone to work with and an affirmation to support that. So the stone is aquamarine and the affirmation is, I am strong and fearless. I stand up for myself and I honor my truth. This is specifically for those of you in connections where your needs are not being met. For a lot of you, it could be your needs are not being met because you're not voicing it, right? I'm not saying that's true for all of you. Okay. The second one is septarian. And so, okay, so we got aquamarine and septarian. Those are two stones coming out. We're going to do one more. The affirmation for septarian says, I'm able to communicate my perspectives while understanding others. Come on now. Yes, this is so synchronistic, okay? Again, it says, I'm able to communicate my perspectives while understanding others. All right. So this is the ability to voice your needs, to voice your opinions, and voice your perspectives while also being able to understand where others are coming from. Okay, what's coming through with that one, you guys, is try not to make it or take it so personal if somebody tends to maybe disagree with what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're believing, and stuff like that. Okay, let's see, we're gonna get one more. Oh, the Ruby Zoisite, that's a pretty card. Look at that. All right, let's see, we're gonna get one more and then we're gonna call it a day, you guys. What's up, King Zay the Flash? And somebody else asked if I like China. I like everybody. If you're good people, and even if you're not good people, you know, unconditional love, right? I just put up boundaries for the others. Let's get one more. All right. Ah, yes. Ooh, selenite. Good one. Good one. Okay, selenite wanting to come through. So this says, my mind and body are pure and cleansed. I continue to follow a path full of light and peace. Now there is a message coming through because we did have scarcity show up, remember, okay? For those of you I'm hearing, that's not too much of a problem. You're doing pretty good about really keeping up your boundaries and making sure that you stay true to yourself, stay true to your needs and stuff. You're not just letting anybody right in your space. But this is also for those of you where maybe because you might be in scarcity mindset, you're not, okay? So this is for you guys, and this says, my mind and body are pure and cleansed. I continue to follow a path full of light and peace, okay? That's specifically for those of you where you're in a scarcity mindset, and that scarcity mindset might be driving you to accept connections that you know are not really for you, or maybe allowing behaviors that you know you shouldn't be allowing it, and things like that. I'm also hearing that selenite, especially if you're having a really tough time with allowing yourself to express and voice your needs, the aquamarine's a good one to work with. That came through, and then the selenite. There might be some blockages here that need to be cleared up, okay? The throat chakra, selenite and aquamarine. All right, you guys, that was the shadow work reading. For those of you that are just now coming in late, I did start this about an hour ago and the internet was really, really bad. So I'm like, oh, okay. So just watch the replay, ask questions if you want to on the replay, and I will get back with you guys as soon as I can, okay? I am going to be back on here probably in another hour or so to do like some love readings for those of you who might be dealing with a specific person, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.